Chickens. Chickens are one of the most familiar animals on Earth. They live alongside humans in cities, farms, villages, and backyards. They are so common that it is easy to forget they have a long and complex history. Chickens were not always domesticated. They were not always protected by coops or fed by people. Long before chickens became part of daily human life, they lived in the wild. The ancestors of modern chickens were wild jungle fowl native to Southeast Asia. These birds lived in warm, forested environments filled with dense plants, trees, and predators. Life in the jungle required constant awareness. Jungle fowl were quick, alert, and cautious. They foraged throughout the day, scratching through leaves and soil to find seeds, insects, and small plants. When danger appeared, they could fly short distances to escape. At night, they roosted in trees, away from predators on the ground. Jungle fowl were social animals. They lived in small groups with clear hierarchies. Each bird understood its place, and conflicts were usually settled through displays and calls rather than constant fighting. Communication was important. Calls warned of predators, signaled food, or maintained contact with the group. Many of these behaviors are still seen in modern chickens today. Scratching, dust bathing, roosting, and vocalizing are all ancient instincts passed down through generations. As humans began to settle and farm, they started to encounter jungle fowl more often. These birds were curious and adaptable. They were not afraid to approach human settlements, especially when food was available. Unlike many wild animals, jungle fowl could survive near people without needing large territories or specialized diets. They ate insects, leftover grains, and scraps. Over time, some birds stayed close to humans, while humans allowed them to remain. At first, chickens were not kept mainly for meat. Early humans valued them for many reasons. Chickens provided eggs, which were a reliable source of food. They were also used in ceremonies, rituals, and entertainment. In some cultures, roosters were admired for their strength and behavior, and cockfighting became common. Chickens were easy to keep, easy to breed, and quick to mature. These qualities made them ideal animals to live alongside humans. As this relationship continued, chickens slowly became domesticated. They adapted to living near people, and people began to protect and care for them. This partnership benefited both species. Humans gained a steady source of food and utility, while chickens gained safety, shelter, and reliable access to resources. Chickens eventually spread far beyond their original jungle homes. As humans traveled, traded, and migrated, they brought chickens with them. Chickens reached ancient civilizations across Asia, Europe, Africa, and eventually the Americas. In ancient Greece, chickens were present but not widely eaten by wealthy citizens. They were more common among poorer communities. The Romans expanded the use of chickens significantly. They raised them for eggs, meat, and rituals, and they improved methods of breeding and care. During this time, humans began selectively breeding chickens. Some birds were chosen because they laid more eggs. Others were bred to grow larger and produce more meat. Over generations, these choices changed the birds themselves. Chickens began to look and behave differently depending on how they were bred. This was the beginning of distinct chicken breeds. When chickens reached Britain, they were sometimes viewed as sacred animals. Certain belief systems discouraged eating chicken meat, and birds were kept for ceremonial or symbolic purposes. After the fall of the Roman Empire, organized poultry keeping declined in many parts of Europe. Chickens did not disappear, but they became less prominent in daily life for a time. Hawks. Hawks are birds of prey that belong to a larger group of raptors known for their sharp vision, powerful talons, and hooked beaks. They are built for hunting and survival, with bodies designed to spot, chase, and capture prey efficiently. Hawks can be found on nearly every continent and live in a wide range of habitats, including forests, grasslands, deserts, wetlands, and even near cities. Their ability to adapt to different environments has helped them remain successful predators for millions of years. One of the most remarkable traits of hawks is their eyesight. Hawks can see much farther and more clearly than humans, allowing them to detect small movements on the ground from high in the sky. This vision helps them locate prey such as rodents, birds, reptiles, and insects. Once prey is spotted, a hawk can glide, soar, or dive with precision, using its wings and tail to control speed and direction. Their talons are strong and curved, designed to grip tightly and prevent escape. There are many different kinds of hawks, and they vary in size, shape, and hunting style. Some hawks are small and agile, built for quick movements through dense forests, while others are larger and soar over open landscapes. Forest-dwelling hawks often rely on speed and surprise, weaving through trees to catch birds. Hawks that live in open areas tend to hunt from above, circling until they find an opportunity to strike. A few species are even known to hunt cooperatively, working together to capture prey. Hawks are often confused with other birds of prey, such as eagles, falcons, and kites, but there are differences between them. Hawks typically have broader wings and longer tails compared to falcons, which are built for speed. Eagles are usually much larger and stronger, while kites have lighter bodies and more graceful flight patterns. Despite these differences, all raptors share similar hunting adaptations and play similar roles in nature. The life of a hawk begins in a nest built high in trees, on cliffs, or on tall structures. Hawks usually return to the same nesting areas year after year. Both parents may help protect the nest and care for the young. When the chicks hatch, they are helpless and depend entirely on their parents for food and warmth. As they grow, they develop feathers and begin exercising their wings. Eventually, they leave the nest and start learning to hunt, though they may still rely on their parents for a short time. Hawks display a wide range of colors and patterns that help them blend into their surroundings. Many have darker backs and lighter undersides, a pattern that makes them harder to see from above or below. This natural camouflage gives them an advantage when hunting and helps protect them from threats. Their feathers also change as they age, with young hawks often looking different from adults. Flight is central to a hawk's life. Hawks use rising warm air currents, called thermals, to soar high without using much energy. This allows them to travel long distances and scan large areas for food. During migration, some species gather in large groups and follow these air currents across continents. Watching migrating hawks is a common activity for birdwatchers, especially during seasonal changes. Hawks play an important role in maintaining balance in ecosystems. By hunting rodents and other small animals, they help control populations that could otherwise grow too large. This makes them beneficial to both natural environments and human agriculture. Because hawks sit near the top of the food chain, their presence often indicates a healthy ecosystem. Despite their strength and skill, hawks face many challenges. Habitat loss, pollution, and human activity can threaten their survival. In the past, some hawk populations declined due to pesticides and hunting, but conservation laws and increased awareness have helped many species recover. Today, hawks are protected in many places, and efforts continue to preserve their habitats. Throughout history, hawks have been symbols of power, focus, and awareness. People have admired their ability to see clearly and move confidently through the sky. Whether soaring high above open land or perched quietly in a tree, hawks remain some of the most impressive and important birds in the natural world. Eagles. Eagles are large birds of prey known for their strength, size, and powerful flying abilities. They belong to a family of birds called Accipitridae, which includes other raptors like hawks and kites, but eagles are usually bigger and stronger than most of them. Most eagles are built to hunt and grab food with precision. They have large hooked beaks used to tear flesh, strong talons for gripping prey tightly, and extremely keen eyesight that lets them spot movement from long distances while soaring high in the sky. Eagles live in many parts of the world and adapt to a variety of habitats. Some prefer areas near water, like rivers, lakes, or coastlines, where fish are plentiful, while others live in mountains, grasslands, or open country where they can hunt mammals and birds. What eagles eat depends on their species and location. Some, like the bald eagle, hunt mainly fish, snatching them from water surfaces with their talons. Others, such as the golden eagle, hunt mammals like rabbits, hares, and ground squirrels, and sometimes larger animals when they are able. Eagles are opportunistic predators, meaning they may also eat birds, reptiles, or carrion, dead animals when available. Eagles build nests called eyries, often high in tall trees or on cliffs. These nests can be very large and sturdy, made of sticks and branches that may be used for many years. Most eagles form long-term pairs, and both parents often help care for the young until they are old enough to fly. Many eagles are symbols of strength, freedom, and vision in human cultures. For example, the bald eagle is the national bird and symbol of the United States because it represents power and independence. Eagles can live for many years in the wild, often 20 to 30 years or more, depending on the species. Some eagle species face threats from habitat loss, pollution, and human activity, so efforts are made to protect them and their environments. Kites. Kites are a group of birds of prey that belong to the same family as eagles and hawks, called Accipitridae. They are found in many warm parts of the world and are known for their light, graceful flight and long, narrow wings and tails that help them glide smoothly through the sky. Most kites are lightly built compared with larger raptors. They typically have a small head, a beak that is shorter than those of eagles, and long wings and tails that make their flight effortless and buoyant. Some kites flap slowly, others ride thermal currents, and many can glide or soar for long distances without much wing movement. Kites eat a wide variety of foods depending on their species and habitat. Some species feed mainly on insects and catch them while flying. Others are scavengers, eating dead animals and helping clean the environment. Some kites hunt small rodents, reptiles, birds, or fish, and a few have very specialized diets. For example, the snail kite uses its curved beak to extract snails from their shells, making snails almost all of its food. There are many different types of kites with different lifestyles and behaviors. The red kite is a medium-sized bird often seen soaring over open countryside and will eat carrion, small mammals, birds, and insects. The swallow-tailed kite is strikingly graceful, eating flying insects and small animals on the wing, and is known for long migrations and social behavior. The white-tailed kite hunts mainly small mammals like mice and voles, and often hovers in place while searching for prey. The Mississippi kite eats flying insects and sometimes small vertebrates, and can gather in groups when food is abundant. The Brahminy kite is found near water and coastal areas and feeds on fish, garbage, and other available food. Kites are generally active during the day, and many are skilled aerial hunters capturing food while in flight or gliding low over open areas. Their flight style often appears effortless and graceful, and many species use thermal currents to soar high with minimal wing movement. Because they are part of the broader group of birds of prey, kites share traits like sharp vision and strong talons that help them hunt or scavenge effectively. At the same time, their lighter build and flight style distinguish them from heavier raptors like eagles and some hawks. Falcons. Falcons are birds of prey known for their speed, agility, and sharp hunting skills. They belong to the family Falconidae, which is separate from hawks and eagles but still part of the larger group of raptors. Falcons are built for hunting and flight, with long pointed wings, strong talons, and a hooked beak designed for catching and eating prey. One of the most remarkable features of falcons is their speed. Some species, like the peregrine falcon, are the fastest animals on the planet when diving from the sky, reaching speeds of over 200 miles per hour. This incredible speed helps them catch birds and other fast-moving prey in midair. Falcons are found all over the world, from open grasslands and deserts to mountains and coastal regions. Different species have adapted to their environments in unique ways. Some falcons hunt birds, while others catch insects, small mammals, or reptiles. They often strike from above, diving quickly and using their sharp vision to spot prey from high in the sky. Falcons have keen eyesight, which allows them to see movement from great distances. Their hunting style is often precise and rapid, with short bursts of speed and quick maneuvering. Their beaks have a specialized notch called a tomile tooth that helps them kill prey efficiently after catching it. Falcons build nests in high protected places such as cliffs, tall trees, or even man-made structures. They typically lay 2 to 5 eggs, and the chicks grow quickly, developing flight feathers in a few weeks. Both parents often help feed and protect the young until they are able to hunt on their own. Many falcons have been admired by humans for centuries. They are used in falconry, the ancient practice of hunting with trained birds, and are symbols of speed, precision, and power in cultures around the world. Some species, like the peregrine falcon, faced declines due to pesticides and habitat loss, but conservation efforts have helped many populations recover. Falcons are active during the day and rely on their flight skills and sharp senses to survive. They are highly adaptable, able to live in both wild and urban environments. Despite their small size compared with eagles or some hawks, falcons are among the most skilled and efficient hunters in the bird world. Owls. Owls are birds of prey known for their nocturnal habits, silent flight, and exceptional hunting skills at night. They belong to the order Strigiformes, which includes over 200 species worldwide. Unlike many other raptors, owls are mostly active at night, using their specialized adaptations to hunt in the dark. Owls have large forward-facing eyes that give them excellent binocular vision. Their eyes are fixed in their sockets, so owls must turn their heads to see around them. Amazingly, they can rotate their heads about 270 degrees to look in different directions. They also have asymmetrical ears, which help them pinpoint the exact location of sounds, allowing them to locate prey even when it is hidden or moving under leaves, snow, or grass. Their feathers are soft and fringed along the edges, allowing silent flight. This silence gives them an advantage over prey, as small mammals, birds, and insects often cannot hear them approaching. Owls have strong talons and hooked beaks to catch and tear apart prey once captured. Owls can be found in almost every habitat, including forests, grasslands, deserts, mountains, and even urban areas. Some owls, like the barn owl, prefer open fields and hunt small rodents at night. Others, like the great horned owl, are more versatile and can hunt a wide range of animals, from birds to mammals and reptiles. Most owls are solitary and territorial. They often nest in tree cavities, old nests of other birds, cliffs, or even man-made structures. Some species lay several eggs, while others lay just one or two. The young owlets rely on their parents for food and protection until they are able to fly and hunt independently. Owls are culturally significant in many societies. They are often seen as symbols of wisdom and mystery because of their silent flight and nighttime activity. However, some cultures have also associated owls with bad omens or the supernatural. Despite their stealth and hunting abilities, owls face challenges such as habitat loss, pesticides, and collisions with vehicles. Conservation efforts are important to protect these remarkable birds and the ecosystems they help maintain by controlling populations of rodents and other small animals. Owls are one of the most specialized and fascinating birds of prey, perfectly adapted for life in the dark. Their combination of vision, hearing, silent flight, and hunting skill makes them unique among birds and highly respected in both nature and human culture. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. It'll help a lot. Peace